October 26, 1909, Korean independence activist An Young-gun assassinated Japan's first prime minister, Ito Hirobumi. On June 28, 1914, Serbian youth Gavrilo Princip assassinated Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria, an event that triggered World War I. On August 30, 1918, Fanny Kaplan, a half-blind woman, attempted to assassinate Vladimir Lenin. These three famous assassination attempts share one common element: all the assassins used pistols designed by John Browning, a key figure in modern firearms development. Born in 1855 in Utah, USA, Browning came from a family of gunsmiths. His grandfather owned a gun shop, which his father took over, selling, repairing, and manufacturing guns. Browning's father, a polygamist with 22 children from 3 wives, particularly favored John due to his keen interest in mechanics from a young age. At 7, John began apprenticing at his family's gun shop, where his father imparted all his knowledge and encouraged innovation. At 13, John built his first gun, marking the start of his prolific career. In 1879, when his father passed away, 24-year-old John and his brothers took over the family business. On October 7 of that same year, John received the first of his 128 firearm patents, this one for the Browning single-shot rifle. Despite the rifle's popularity, outdated workshop equipment hindered production and growth, and daily operational tasks distracted John from further innovation. His talent did not go unnoticed. A chance encounter with a representative from Winchester Repeating Arms Company, a U.S. military gun supplier, led to a fruitful partnership. Impressed by John's design, Winchester's vice president personally offered $8,000 for the patent and entered into an agreement with John for the development of rifles and shotguns. Browning concentrated on design, while Winchester had the option to purchase patents and production rights outright, without sharing sales revenue. Throughout their collaboration, Browning created several iconic lever-action rifles and pump-action shotguns for Winchester. Notably, the M1894 lever-action sporting rifle remained in production for decades. Another famous design by Browning is the M1897 shotgun, known as the trench sweeper and frequently seen in movies. This model sold over 1 million units. He focused on gas-operated mechanisms, using gas from the gunpowder to power the automatic loading and firing cycle. This principle is now standard in most modern firearms. Browning's first gas-operated machine gun, the M1895 Colt Browning machine gun, was produced by Colt and earned the nickname Potato Digger due to its unique operation. In 1897, using the same principle, Browning designed the first automatic shotgun. Realizing that his previous agreement with Winchester was not financially fair, Browning demanded a royalty-based arrangement. However, the sudden death of Remington's president and the new management's lack of interest in automatic firearms left Browning in a difficult position. Fortunately, a representative from Belgium's Fabrique Nationale de Herstal, FN, saw potential in Browning's shotgun for the European market, and they quickly reached a long-term agreement. Remington, realizing their missed opportunity, later acquired the U.S. production rights and rebranded it as the Remington Model 11. This model, along with its later versions, became the best-selling automatic shotguns in history. The M1897 shotgun, often seen in films and TV shows and affectionately called the trench sweeper, sold over 1 million units. These successes highlight Browning's commitment to reliability and top performance, always staying in tune with consumer needs. After Hiram Maxim pioneered the recoil-operated machine gun, Browning ventured into automatic weapons by focusing on gas-operated mechanisms. Already a prominent figure in firearm design, Browning found his previous buyout agreement with Winchester unfair and sought royalties based on sales. When Winchester refused Browning's request for royalties, Remington Arms Company showed interest. Browning ended his partnership with Winchester and prepared to switch companies. However, just as he presented his sample to Remington, their president passed away, and the new management lacked interest in automatic firearms. Facing a challenging situation, Browning was approached by a representative from Belgium's FN Herstal. Recognizing the shotgun's potential in Europe, they quickly formed a long-term cooperation agreement. Introduced in 1902, the Browning Automatic 5, or F5, was the world's first successful semi-automatic shotgun and quickly became a bestseller in Europe. Winchester, regretting their initial decision, later attempted to purchase the U.S. production rights, which led to the creation of the Remington Model 11, a licensed version of Browning's Auto 5. However, Browning's most notable achievements also include the Browning automatic rifle, the M1917 and M1919 machine guns, which utilized water cooling and air cooling systems, respectively, and the M2 machine gun. Since its debut in 1921, the M2 has demonstrated its reliability and firepower in numerous conflicts, ranging from World War II to the Iraq War, and continues to be standard equipment in many countries. The M2 machine gun can be mounted on a variety of platforms, from pickup trucks to armored vehicles and aircraft, similar to the Soviet Degtyaryov-designed machine guns. While Browning revolutionized heavy machine gun design, he also made significant advancements in the handgun market. During the late 19th century, Colt's revolvers dominated the American market but were limited by low firing rates and muzzle velocities. Browning applied the gas-operated principle from automatic rifles to handguns, creating the world's first slide-operated semi-automatic pistol, which featured faster firing and higher muzzle velocity. This innovation was enabled by his invention of the telescoping bolt. In 1900, F. N. Herstal began mass-producing Browning's pistol, known as the FNM 1900. Praised for its performance and simplicity, it became a favorite sidearm for officers around the world. President Theodore Roosevelt owned a pistol of this model, which was also used by An Jung-geun and Fanny Kaplan in their assassination attempts. During the Sarajevo incident, Gavrilo Princip used the M1910. However, Browning's most renowned design is the M1911. This model served as the standard-issue sidearm for the U.S. military for almost 75 years before being replaced by the 9mm Beretta M9. It is still produced by many companies today. John M. Browning, a tireless innovator, dedicated his entire life to firearm design, working even into his 70s without considering retirement or leisure. In November 1926, Browning passed away from heart failure while working at his design table in the Fabrique Nationale factory in Belgium. His last, unfinished design for a 9mm semi-automatic pistol was later completed by Belgian designer Dieudonné Save and named the Browning High Power. Throughout his career, Browning designed 37 different firearms, including pistols, rifles, and machine guns for companies like Winchester, Colt, Remington, FN, and Savage. The widespread production and enduring popularity of his designs, whether licensed or not, across hundreds of factories worldwide, cement his reputation as the foremost figure in modern small arms design. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Your support keeps us going. Thank you.